right. Sack Life beat depression is day 854, and we are back for more live from Cocaine Park out here in beautiful, snowy, extremely cold Colorado, and for another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, I know I'm coming at you a couple minutes late. It seems like 5-minute drives take about an hour because of the immense amount of snow. And I'm coming at you live from Cocaine Park, where the Sackmobile may be stuck, maybe not. I don't know. The snow's pretty deep, and I'm ill prepared. But we're here, and that's what matters. We are here, even if we're not on time. We're here every time, and we're supporting each other's growth. Thank you so much, Cyrillus Marcus, for being here. I appreciate you. Today is day 854 of consecutive progress and success. Make sure you guys are using that progress tracking tool and keeping track of the number of days that you show up for yourself and get in that daily dose of progress and success, because the more you keep track of it, the more powerful that tool can be. Second mental health tool we're going to talk about today, I got them a little reversed. Might be the weather affecting me. Second mental health tool we're going to talk about today is gratitude tool. Usually start every single show with it, and it's fine. We mix them up, but it's fine. Starting the day with gratitude, or working that gratitude tool into your day, no matter what time it is, it's always a good time to practice that gratitude tool, because it can be a powerful way to shape your mind and help rebalance the mind to look for those positive things in life. Today, my gratitude going out to the first two in Shawnee Boy and Cyrillus Marcus. Thank you so much for being here, and to everybody else who's been supportive of the cause. I also want to shout out gratitude to all the martial artists who've lent their time and energy to do some TKO stigma interviews with us to help break that stigma and empower others to find ways forwards in their lives. Today I got a whole bunch of stuff done on the laptop, on the website, so if you want to check us out at sacklifeofficial.com, at the bottom of that page we got a series button. If you tap that series button, you'll get access to all of our series that we've done over the last 2.5 years for free, where I've interviewed multiple martial artists, including the world champ, Greg Wooten. Gratitude going out to Greg Wooten, and also Chris Casamassa, OG Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I was a huge fan. I was pretty starstruck when it happened, so it was really cool to be able to meet up with those guys and help raise awareness and empower others. Also, in recent days, I've been able to meet up with a ton of really cool people, top fighters, really cool martial artists out here, helping support the cause, support free mental health care for one another, so I'm super grateful for that. So much gratitude. I'm having an awesome time out here, even through the struggle. So, that being said, go ahead and think about that gratitude tool for yourself. What are you grateful for today? That'll help put you in a positive mindset. And we're going to move right into the lesson. It's a Saturday, standard rounds, 3 minutes each. 1 minute breaks in between to catch your breath and drink some water if you need it. Remember, continue to check in on you. And we are going to go with the sounds of nature today. No backing track. The snow has made things very, very difficult, and I don't want to ruin the equipment out here. So, we're going to go with the sounds of nature. Shout out to Slayer Ken. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you. And we're going to get in standard 3 rounds of shadow boxing, hopefully before the sun goes down and I freeze to death. So, let's do this thing. Pop into your Muay Thai stance, and we'll break it down as we move along. Visualize that opponent and assign it the word of the thing you want to work on. If it's depression, make it the depression dummy. If it's anxiety, make it the anxiety dummy. Visualize that target. Square hips, squared shoulders. Get your guard up by the brow line. Close the fingers, tuck the thumbs. And let's start with fundamentals. Step in for the jab. Rotate for the cross. That's the 1 and 2. Step for the jab. Rotate for the cross. Remember to inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth on those strikes. Whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. And visualize making contact with that target, making contact with your opponent. Continue to move around in your Muay Thai stance, get that shuffle going, and let's add in some defensive maneuvers as well. We've got our 1-2 going, our standard jab cross. Let's put in some defense in there, check some kicks, bring the knee up to the inside of the elbow to effectively check those roundhouse kicks, closing up that shell, keeping the guard tight and high by the brow line with the hands as well. That gives you a nice protective layer against incoming attacks. And start mixing up those attacks. Let's go. Step for the 1. Rotate for the 2. Add in an uppercut. Bang. And then check some kicks. Remember to visualize and kind of use your imagination to kind of visualize an active threat, right? An active opponent. We want to kind of simulate sparring, simulate fighting off someone that's going to give us some resistance, and then develop some strategy to combat that visualized opponent. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Remember to turn those fists over, landing on the large two knuckles when you're throwing the jab and the cross, and move at your pace. Use the tools that you enjoy. We're just working in that flow-based session. Whoosh. Keep that movement going. You could switch up stances. Southpaw, orthodox, boom, boom, boom. And think about what feeds what, right? Out of the check, we can rotate through for a cross. Out of the check, we can step back and toss a tee, boom. Open up some space in there. Lots of different ways that we can use our body and fuel those strikes from one to the next, back to stance. Using practice like this shadowboxing practice, and visualizing that opponent is what's allowed me to prepare myself for sparring situations, even though beforehand I hadn't had any sparring experience. For the first several hundred days, no sparring experience at all. When I did finally get in to that sparring session, I was able to be effective because I practiced and I visualized that opponent. So you guys should do the same thing here. Visualize that active threat. Think about the movements that feed each other. And think about what you can counter, what links to what. Work in those different tools that you have available to you. The teep, whoosh, open up that space, visualize that opponent coming back, maybe throwing a hook, throwing a cross, step out of the way, parry, cross, and counter. That's the end of round one. Catch your breath, drink some water. Oi. And let's check in. Who else is here? Man, it is cold. Holy cow. Can't feel the fingers. Shout out to Shawnee Boy. Shout out to Slayer Ken. 462 days. Thanks for sharing your progress. Shout out to Quay95. Appreciate you being here. To Claire, thanks for being there as well. And Lisa the Luminary. Happy New Year. Absolutely. It is definitely a Happy New Year. We're getting so much done out here. Making so much progress. Meeting such amazing people and being able to continue to move forwards as we build this free mental health care system for one another. So, holy cow, it has been a Happy New Year. I did wake up today buried and stranded in snow. I might be currently stuck in snow right now. Who knows? We'll find out. But whatever struggles I'm going through, they're only going to make me stronger because I'm going to choose to use them to fuel my progress. So I want you guys to do the same thing. Shout out, Happy New Year to Quay as well. Thank you for that support. 7 seconds till we pop into our next session. Remember, use those tools that you learn. Visualize that opponent. Visualize it as an active threat. And let's get moving. Let's go. Let's keep warm together. Toss those fundamentals, jabs and crosses, and keep your movement going. Remember to move as a fighter. That means don't let the feet come together, right? We're not doing this. When we want to move left, left foot moves first. When we're moving right, right foot moves first. Forwards, lead foot first. Backwards, rear foot first. That's how we stay balanced and centered. Wuss, 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 and stay effective. Wuss, wuss, wuss. And remember, try and keep that defense as well, right? Keep the guard high by the brow line. Keep those elbows turned up. And think about kicks too, incoming kicks. Check the kick, boom, boom. Think what you could counter back with. One cool methodology that the champ, Greg Wooten, taught me when I did get the brief chance to spar with him was instead of throwing these shots straight down the center line and keeping our head on that center line, what we can actually do is, here's our standard jab, right? We step into the jab, we twist through, shoulders meeting the elbow. We can open that space up and slip the head off the line. So that way we can still throw the jab, but our head's not on that center line. So if people are practicing countering jabs and punches, they're tossing for center line, our head's not there, they're not going to be able to hit us. So let's practice some of that. Open shoulder, jab, open shoulder, cross. Now I'm not leaning over my center of balance, right? Still staying centered, but I'm just getting my head off that center line for the jab, head off the center line for the cross. Putting that head movement in there makes you a very elusive fighter, very difficult to hit. Shout out to Mira and Reed. Thank you so much for your support. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Visualize that opponent. Use those moves that you enjoy. Whoosh, whoosh. Double up on the jab. Push to your intensity level. Get that head movement in there. And work on some counters. Work on staying creative and really making this routine your own. Have fun with it. Whoosh. It's very important. Yes, 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 yes. When we're training for sustainability and mental health, that we give ourselves a routine that challenges us to our level, but it's also enjoyable. Not too much of a challenge, but still a challenge. And we work on those tools that we enjoy, the ones that work for us. Huss. You can work the clinch in there as well. Step into the clinch. Drive the knee, always. Back to stance and keep it moving. Huss, huss, huss. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Try those open, off the line jab, off the line cross. Keep the guard high just in case. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Notice heads off that center line. Open up that space in the shoulder to get more elusive. Normal jab cross, whoosh, whoosh. Open shoulder jab cross, whoosh, whoosh. And that's the end of round one. Catch your breath. Woo! Drink some water. Oi! Man, it is rough out here. Holy cow. But we're doing it. We're making progress no matter what. Quay says he's got rain. We got snow out here. I want to say it's got to be at least a foot. It was a crazy blizzard last night. Happy New Year to Ree Brickman. Boom, let's go from Mira. Heck yeah, Mira's a beam of sunshine out there and a jump rope expert. Check her out. She's doing awesome stuff with the jump rope. Slayer Cam. Ruben Romero, appreciate you, brother. Coming at you live from Snowden, Colorado, winter wonderland out here. And looks like some chat's going on. All right, we got 18 seconds left before we pop into the next session. And, boy, man, yeah, water is necessary. Giving myself that challenge. Make sure you're doing the same thing. Challenge yourself to grow through what you go through. I'm in the struggle right now and I'm loving it. Let's go. Back to stance. Visualize that opponent, right? Get the guard high by the brow line. Keep those thumbs tucked. And remember to clench the fist too at the point of impact. Squeeze those fists on the point of impact. That'll prevent fist injury, hand injury. And make sure you're rotating all the way through the hips and shoulders, all the way through the hips and shoulders on those jabs and crosses. Work some kicks in there as well. Pendulum kick. Let's work on the ones you enjoy. Toss some high kicks in there if you like them. And keep that balance, right? Ooh. Have fun. Drop the guard. Drop the guard on the opponent, right? Remember those guard drops we practice? Roll over the top with the counter. Cross, back to stance, step in. And stay dangerous in all directions. You can work on changing angles as well. Stepping back into a hook and into southpaw. We can use the pivot hook as well. Boom. Use that pivot hook when we step off the line. Let's step diagonally forwards. And then we're going to pivot on that lead foot. Boom. Place the foot off the line. Pivot. Bang. And it'll fuel that hook. Work that pivot hook in there as well. Let's go. Pivot hook. Bang. Stay dangerous in all directions. Guard high. Keep your flow. Keep your balance. And work those moves. This is not day one. Stay 854. So you want to use what will challenge you to your level. If you're not a beginner, don't give yourself a beginner's challenge. And visualize that active opponent. Let's go. Stay mobile. Hey. All right. Keep those fists going. Final minutes. Pick up that intensity. Boy. And back. Let's practice tossing those kicks. And bring it back. Stay balanced. And back. Let's go. Exhale. Keep it moving. Step in, diagonal cross. Back, pivot hook. Diagonal cross. Visualize that opponent. Keep moving. Stay elusive. Work the body in there. 5 seconds, let's go. Hey, that's the end of round 3. Hope you gave yourself a challenge. Woo! I know I gave myself one. Keeping myself warm and getting in that daily dose of progress and success. I feel great. I hope you feel great too. And you're making progress out there. Check it out. Am I stuck? I don't know. Am I stuck in the snow? We're gonna find out. together in a minute. Hopefully, very soon, I'll be able to get back to that Beat Depression bus. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to being able to sleep fully laid out on my back and not in this thing, because it's destroying me. But even though, you can tell, even though I'm being destroyed every night, I'm building myself back up during the day. I'm building myself back up every single time we get to 6 o'clock and we get to make this progress together. Woo! Yeah, checking in on the comments. Reed Brickman says, we're taking all the snow. You can have it. Take it back. As long as I'm training with Tim. I had this kind of workout since community college freshman year. I drank mine. And a whole bunch of comments coming in. Hey there, Ma. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, Mom. And Master Checo out there. Thank you so much. Mick Holt. Appreciate you. And Quay. Everybody who's been tuned in. Everyone who's been supporting the cause. Thank you guys so much. This is the best time of my life. Even through the disasters. Best time of my life, hands down. So please do. Let's keep growing forward together. Let's keep creating and supporting each other. If we do this right, we can get social media to fund free mental health care for everybody in the world. There is no limit to how many people we can help if we can make this thing keep rolling forward. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. I hope that you're having fun and you're challenging yourself to continue to grow every single day and count those tracks, count those steps. Every single step forward counts. Give yourself credit. It's very, very important. One of the best things you could do to get yourself into that positive mindset and back into a victor mindset, not a victim, right? Victorious, champion mindset out here. Until next time, catch you guys same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out. Oi.